Tonight on KGW News, break-ins costing small businesses big time.
For them, that's free jeans. For us, that's a $1,500 pair of jeans, because that's how much it costs to fix the window.
The Portland store is struggling after getting damaged over and over again. Plus, a local truck driver who's seen a lot in his time on the road gets sidelined by a big bird.
This guy dodges bears. This guy rolls up on accidents, and a turkey is what takes him out.
But first, Oregon's second largest school district delivers news that's hard to swallow, with new plans to slash more than 400 positions. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm David Molko. Those layoffs coming in the SalemKaiser school district amount to a $70 million budget cut, making these the largest cuts there in over a decade. And it appears this is just the start. Alma McCarty's in the newsroom to break it all down for us. Alma?
Well, David, these cuts shake out to over 400 positions, a 7% reduction in workforce, which will lead to an even larger shakeup afterwards, as 800 or so educators move schools or departments. The superintendent acknowledging this afternoon the district did its best to protect certain programs, but that all of these cuts are extremely painful. Thursday afternoon in Marion County.
There's no way to go through this and not experience loss.
SalemKaiser Schools Superintendent Andrea Castaneda broke the news district families have been expecting for months. More than $70 million in cuts and hundreds of layoffs.
This makes today's announcement on par with the largest reduction that we made during the recession years, and is therefore just a really significant event for our school system and our community.
In cutting over 400 positions, the district expects another 800 staff transfers to different schools or different departments. Educators and staff will learn the details of this shakeup in about a month.
May 17th will be kind of the closure point of this extremely painful and technically complex process.
I've heard reactions that they are worried.
Kelly Young's been a part of the SalemKaiser community for 30 years, with kids both enrolled in and working in the schools. Back in the fall, the district began collecting feedback on the budget.
And they said, write down what you want cut and what you think should be kept. And I think everybody kind of felt the same way, let's get more support in there and smaller class sizes, but how are they going to do that if they cut that many positions?
The district says with responses in mind, the recommended reduction does its best to protect music and dual language programs, career and technical education, elementary class size, special education, mental health services, and advanced high school programs.
And protecting them mattered, but it does not make these reductions any less painful.
The SalemKaiser Education Association told KGW that while they understand reductions are needed, they don't agree with many of the district's choices. Writing in part, the bulk of the cuts are coming from classroom teachers at a larger percentage rate than administrators, managers, and other staff at the district level, not in schools. This, they say, is disappointing and harmful to schools and students.
Superintendent and down, they say, oh, we care about the kids, but really, let's make it shown that we care about them. Let's figure this out.
And worth mentioning tonight, this afternoon, the superintendent was asked about whether bargaining results influenced today's announcement. And she said, quote, we refuse to suggest that this painful reduction in force is a result of our staff being paid what they deserve. The next school board meetings take place next Monday and Tuesday. We'll be sure to keep you updated. David?
Yeah, it's clear. A lot of changes are coming. Thank you, Alma. All right, we have some new information tonight around the rape allegations against former Portland Trailblazer Ben McLemore, with McLemore addressing the case for the very first time. That is according to reporter Shams Sharania with The Athletic, who posted a statement from McLemore on X. In it, McLemore says he's being accused of having sex with a woman who was too intoxicated to consent. That is a claim he denies. He says he did not rape the woman, nor was he sexually abusive. He adds that he's cooperating with the investigation and that he believes his name will be cleared. McLemore was arraigned yesterday in Clackamas County. This case stems from 2021 when he was with the Blazers. Court documents suggest the woman involved was incapable of consent because of mental and physical limitations. McLemore's next court appearance is scheduled for July. To get you caught up on tonight's other headlines, drone video from Gresham Police shows the moment they caught up with a 17-year-old accused of kidnapping his girlfriend and shooting at her family. Police say the teen took her from her workplace against her will Tuesday night. Then when family members tried to stop him, he fired at them and drove off. The teen allegedly led officers on a 6-mile chase before crashing near Barlow High School. The victim suffered minor injuries. The suspect now faces attempted murder and kidnapping charges. Tonight, board members from Portland Public Schools heard from the public as the district considers ending school-based fundraising. Right now, some individual schools have their own foundations led by parent volunteers. But the new model would create a district-wide foundation to pool and disperse donations. Now, not all PPS parents are thrilled at the prospect of sharing the money, while others say it makes funds more equitable for low-income schools.
While every dollar does count, some dollars are hurtful. When one school keeps hundreds of thousands of dollars, while the others share the scraps, the message to the others is that their value is lower.
This policy is built on false assumptions that will likely harm struggling schools, the district, and the community. Local school foundations don't harm under-resourced schools. They bring vital resources to those schools.
Well, this debate over fundraising comes as PBS faces $30 million in budget cuts, with the district proposing to take half from central operations and half from schools. And construction is now underway on a new detox center in Salem, made possible by Measure 110 funding. The center will be a part of the Bridgeway Community Health Medical Clinic. It will include 41 new beds for detox and sobering. It is expected to open next year. New tonight, small businesses in Portland's Montevilla neighborhood are struggling with vandalism that it seems just won't stop. Catherine Cook is here. Catherine, you spoke with employees about exactly what they are facing as they try to find a way forward.
And David, they're mostly dealing with broken windows. It's not a new problem, but it's getting worse, and they're not sure how much more of it they can take. It hurts, and we're struggling.
The boarded up window at the Arc thrift store shows why. Executive Director Tabitha Donahue says this is the 4th broken window for the Montevilla nonprofit this year.
I don't know how many more we can sustain.
Security video shows the latest incident from last week. You can see the person hanging out in front of the store on Southeast 83rd and Stark. Suddenly, they throw something through the window, shattering it. They reach in, grab a pair of jeans, and leave.
For them, that's free jeans. For us, that's a $1,500 pair of jeans, because that's how much it costs to fix the window.
Not to mention their other losses.
The glass that gets on the clothes, we have to throw them away. It also jacks up our inventory. Sometimes we've had to throw away half of our jeans, and jeans are something that we do sell a bunch of.
The Arc is not the only Montevilla store dealing with broken windows. At least half a dozen others are in the same boat, including Personal Beast Pet Supplies. You can see most of their storefront is covered in plywood. Between January and March, they've lost 3 windows and a door.
It's hard. We don't want to turn into the neighborhood that has bars in the front of our windows. We want to make sure that people still feel welcome.
Manager Kavi says she thinks the person responsible may be struggling with mental health.
There's some compassion when it first starts out, and then after a while it's a little like, why? But, not a lot of animosity, that's for sure. A little understanding and a little how can we help you help us?
Kavi says the community is definitely helping. The store is holding a fundraiser with donated raffle baskets to help pay for the damage. She's touched by the support they're getting. So is Tabitha Donahue at the Arc.
We're a small local nonprofit with a small local support base. So every little bit helps and every little bit hurts.
It's unclear whether the same person is responsible for the vandalism and break-ins or if different people are involved. We've reached out to Portland Police about the most recent cases and are waiting for any insight they may have. David.
Yeah, you can definitely understand the frustration. Thank you, Catherine. Also in the Montevilla neighborhood, a new homeless village was just approved by the County Board of Commissioners. The group of 29 pods will sit on the corner of Southeast 82nd and Oak and will have enough space for 40 people. It is expected to cost around $5 million to fully develop this site. Construction is slated to begin in August. Developing tonight, close to 100 families in Tigard and Northeast Portland are scrambling after their daycare centers closed with less than a day's notice. On Sunday, parents of Guidepost Montessori students in Tigard received an email saying their school would be closed for the next 3 months. They were told the closures because of 2 staff members who suddenly left. The school told parents it is now looking to transfer kids to other schools, though it's unclear how many spots are available. The location, by the way, near the Lloyd Center has also been shut. We reached out to both schools for comment. So far, neither has responded. Some parents told us they're not sure what's next.
And the fact that they chose to shut down the school without consultation of parents or any sort of backup plan in place to minimize disruption for education and socialization for the children is just completely unacceptable.
And some parents who pay thousands a month for their children are also wondering when their deposits will be returned. Straight ahead on KGW News at 11, an unexpected run-in with wildlife as a trucker survives after a big bird comes right through his windshield. And much ado about losing, how Rip City's latest rough performance could actually help them win.
We had a cloudy one today, but it wasn't bad. Made the 60s no problem. There's Mount Hood visible from the Dalles. Not visible right now. We got some light rain out there, mainly drizzle, but the weekend things shape up.